What's up and good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we're gonna be putting the gray OBS to work today. We're getting the deck over trailer loaded up onto her. Well, because I let the battery die on my Diamond C trailer. The one flaw of having a hydraulic tongue jack is if you have no power, you cannot raise your tongue jack to disconnect the trailer from the truck. Typically, this wouldn't be a problem. I have my no-code jump box. However, my no-code jump box has been missing for like a week. Don't know where the heck it's at. Somewhere at the ranch. I have no idea where. So that is staying attached. Thankfully, I have multiple trucks. So if you guys are watching this, this is a good reminder of why you should own multiple trucks. That one can stay attached, ready to go if I need it, with the excavator in the back there. And then we're gonna take this one to go get our new purchase today. Well, possibly new purchase. We're gonna go check it out and we're gonna see if this is something we want to buy. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't typically buy beat up projects, let alone somebody else's unsuccessful project. If I should, maybe that's the right way to say it. I don't really know. Now, you may or may not know, but it has been quite rainy the last week all over Southern California, which means it's about to be mowing season out at the ranch. I mean, this happens quick. As soon as the rains hit, I mean, stuff just starts sprouting up, and then all of a sudden you have 3 or 4 foot tall weeds and mustard weed and all of that growing that needs to get mowed down. As you guys know, I obviously have my Coyote tractor that I hook a flail mower up to the back of. It's a 5-foot flail mower, which is a decent size. But then there's a lot of little detail work that needs to get done around the house, around the trees, and all of that. Dedek so graciously donated his riding lawnmower that he had in Florida to us out here, which helps out immensely. It's better than not having a riding mower, because we used to have Papa Rhino out there with a push mower, or we would borrow James's zero turn, and I just hate borrowing stuff. You know, I'd like to be as self-sufficient as we can. Every once in a while, you get a larger mower, a larger ride-on mower. Usually the ones you see at like municipal parks or golf courses pop up for sale. And one popped up today. It's either too good to be true or it's too beat up and destroyed that it's not gonna be worth it. But we're gonna go look right now. It is a Toro something master, can't think of the name right now. Now there's something a little shady about this one. The guy had it on offer up a year ago and it ran, and I'm assuming he bought it at an auction because he's got a lot of random stuff for sale. And it ran. Now it's for sale a year later, not running, but he has the parts for it, started to fix it, but you know, ran out of time, which is always like my biggest weird thing. You know, you'll see things on offer and be like, oh, just needs a starter, so I'm giving you a big discount on it. Or you just go spend a couple of bucks to put a new starter in it. Like, it must be more than a starter, you know? That's not what's happening with this mower, but I see that all the time on OfferUp or on Marketplace or any of that. And it's always like this tiny little fix, just needs this tiny little thing. But then why wouldn't you do that and then actually sell it for full price, you know? Anyways, today I'm a little bit nervous. We're gonna go see. If it is absolute garbage and sucks, then we don't pick it up, but hopefully it's something we can salvage, because it'll be a great addition to the ranch. Papa Rhino can run this while I'm running the Coyote tractor. He can do all the detail work and just make things more and more efficient, because you know, that's the goal with the ranch, you know, make it as easy as possible to enjoy ranch living.
Hey, look with this one, dog. It's like, I think the house behind this house, down that like...
Yeah, we're not getting down that super narrow driveway.
Yeah.
Let's go see what happens. Yeah, it's gotta be. I bet that's his truck right there. That looks like a guy. Ryan.
Austin.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah. Hey, Matt. All right.
Cool. Little tight squeeze. Little guy. It's a little smaller than I thought.
I originally bought it at auction.
Okay.
I own a landscape company.
Gotcha.
So I bought it at auction. We can open this up.
Okay.
And someone got a free job out of me. But so what happened was, this is the end of your crank.
Gotcha.
And so this engages PTO and drive and all that.
Okay.
So that's where it broke. I have the new crank and just a long list of projects, so it sits around, get it out of here.
Okay.
Let someone else hammer it. It's a Ford 4-cylinder, which are running these at low RPM. It lasts a lifetime. They really do. Especially they de-mill them or detone them, basically tone them down.
Okay.
Just because you don't need all the performance in this thing.
Right.
So the motor itself runs. I would start it, but all the pulleys and fluid and everything's drained. The motor internally is sound and safe.
Okay.
It's you can see where it snapped here, up here, external. Did no internal damage.
Okay.
It ran after it broke. I actually just had to shut it off.
Yeah.
Because I stopped driving. I'm like, what the hell? I came back here and all I saw was the belts kind of bunched up, and I'm like, oh, you know, I just
Slipped a belt.
yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I got into it more, and then put it on the back burner. The nice thing is, so I originally from auction I found some tags somewhere. It came from the city of LA.
Okay.
Was the original owner. That deck was basically brand new when I bought it, the 6-foot deck.
Okay.
My dad decided to use it as his spray booth. It pissed me off, so that's what the overspray is. A
Gotcha.
little bit of Scotch-Brite comes right back off.
Okay.
But what turned me on was this flail mower. The horizontal deck that over there is one thing, 6 foot's nice reach, but these flail mowers have a vertical blade. They'll cut 1.5 inch sapling.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're familiar with them or not.
Yeah, I have one on my tractor. That's kind of what I liked about this one also was
It's no joke. It goes through everything.
I've got a bunch of acreage that, you know, takes us about 2 weeks right now, but it's one guy on a tractor and one guy on like a riding lawnmower to do all the detail work. So I want to get this to do all the detail work and the smaller stuff and the stuff around the house and all that.
Yeah.
And then do the big field with my bigger tractor.
Yeah, gotcha. No, it's awesome, safe and sound.
And then in terms of, I mean, I see we got some piles of nuts and bolts and all that. I mean,
It's all together.
Okay.
There's a pile right here for the fan, is your bolts, and the pile on that side.
I can see that looks like the extension for the actual crank pulley that goes to what, the PTO forward?
Yeah, and then here's a new filter.
That makes sense.
okay.
That I never got installed. And then it has a brand new battery. But everything's here. You're not missing anything.
The motor seems like I
So
said,
PTO runs, flail mower spins, everything works
Yeah.
other than just needs the pulley.
The hydraulic ram on the other side doesn't even leak. Seals are good.
Okay.
Everything's good.
Okay.
I'm being transparent.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, I always
That
get nervous taking over somebody else's
And I get that.
project.
we do a quick compression check. As long as everything's good there, wouldn't even pull the head. Just literally flip it over, open everything up from the bottom end,
Okay.
crank out, crank in, close it all back up, and call it a day.
Okay.
The way it ran, I know it has good compression. I never did a compression check, but this thing was solid.
Yeah, like I said.
And it's so there's a company I found online. This is a brand new carburetor. It literally has an hour service on it.
Okay.
When I broke it, that's all I got to run. Well, probably an hour and a half after tuning it and then running it. Which was awesome. This isn't cheap. This was some company remade this because this is a special carb. It's not a China copy either.
So I was looking at it, you can see the wheel goes into one of those hydraulic heads.
Gotcha.
And then a bunch of hoses come out of that.
That's cool.
Done. I will work on this under one condition.
Tractor stack?
Yep. I get to turn this up and put a tractor stack on it. That is my one condition.
All right. All right.
I'm basically giving the tractor away for what I paid for the car.
Gotcha.
Just to make room.
Fender shroud. All right, we're ready when you are.
You gonna ride it?
Yeah, let's give it a ride. I know, I didn't want to hit nothing. You good, dude? Oh, he's not slowing down. We're just going for it. We're gonna have to go up backwards.
Yeah.
Is there a parking brake on this thing? I was just gonna spin it around right here and then we'll use his winch to pull it up. Alrighty, y'all, so the owner just took off. We're gonna see, we're using our Harbor Freight wireless winch right now. It's not mounted to the truck, so we've got the trailer hitch mount on Dedek's truck. Hopefully this deck goes up. It's got a big roller on the back.
Slips, I ain't got an e-brake. Roll right in the ears. That's one hell of a video. I can see that thumbnail right now.
I'm keeping an eye on it, yeah. That's the hard part, is the back of it, so if we're already up, I think we're all right. I think we're pretty solid, buddy. I think we're pretty solid. This thing's pretty rad.
Ah! You lost the wheel! Keep going up once it starts to get
Yeah, we'll get it when we get up there.
in there. Looks like we lost the pin. Oh, right there, yeah.
Well, y'all, I am the proud new owner of a non-running Toro Groundsmaster. This guy seems super solid, though. Again, he did buy it at auction, which is what I kind of had suspected. It ran till it didn't. Turns out the guy's a pastor, so I feel like, you know, he's probably pretty honest about what this thing needs and what it doesn't. So we're gonna see. We're gonna take it to the shop right now, and I think we just start tearing into this thing. We successfully made it back to the shop. The Toro is in one piece, and I'm very excited to see what we can get out of this thing. Now we're gonna dig a little deeper into this thing once we get it off and we start looking up serial numbers and stuff, but I believe this is a 1999. They do offer diesel models that come with little Kubota diesels, which is what this one actually was listed as, that model. I clarified before I went to go look at it. This is in fact the gas motor. It's got a little 4-cylinder Ford motor in her. So hopefully that means we can find parts pretty readily available, and hopefully we don't need them actually. Hopefully it's just that pulley, crankshaft, whatever is all that this thing needs. But if that's the case, it's gonna be a fantastic addition to the ranch. Number one, because it already comes with a flail mower. There is a separate mower deck that's, I think it's a twin blade or 3 blade. I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be 3 blades. Obviously this is gonna be for the rougher stuff. We did not bring the other deck with us. We just didn't feel like trying to drag it all the way to the front of the guy's driveway. So we'll probably come back later either with the Spitz lift and Papa Rhino's truck, and I'll throw it in the bed that way. Either way, we'll go back and we'll grab that other deck. But for $350, which is all I spent on this thing, to get the 2 mower decks, if we can get this thing running, I think it's a pretty good purchase. But you never know with these things. All right, mijo, let's not put a hole through the engine, okay? Put the fork right on that counterweight right there, the little babies. It's fired up! Supposedly it would run, but you probably don't want to spin that crankshaft with it missing some weight on it and it'd do some weird stuff to the engine. So again, I mean, look at the paint. Like, the paint is in really good shape. I highly doubt this was ever repainted. Paint's in really good shape. I'm assuming this thing was stored inside when it was actually used by the city. And really, there's not a whole lot that we can see.
Dude.
What'd you find?
We could actually have this motor out within the hour.
Let's do it.
All right, if you want to, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see if this thing runs. So the faster we get her to that point.
There's 2 motor mounts down low, 2 up high right here. Pretty sure if we take this plate off, these 4 bolts, undo these 2 bolts, undo those 2 bolts, undo coolant wires, it's out. Oh, she dry. That's good. That's good.
I don't know. That one was sitting there.
Maybe it was like a electric choke option.
I don't know.
Maybe it probably went to the old carb, but he said he swapped the carb out, right?
I mean, I gotta say, it doesn't look like the wiring's been too chopped up, which is good. Because I feel like as these things get older, people just start hacking random wires here and there to make things run. This one looks pretty solid. What do you see down there, buddy?
Trying to, oh sick, there's a plug right there. I don't even know how to undo the wires. Boom, boom. And we just need to pull both of these choke and throttle lines, and then we're good on this half of the engine, and then all we gotta do is disconnect the 1 starter wire, 1 alternator wire, the ground, and then we can pull it.
Start. What do you think? It's gonna be your new one.
Yeah, no.
You ready?
Yeah, finally we got something white.
Yep.
Was it this?
Yep. But it comes with the other deck too, but we just gotta go pick it up separate. Power steering.
I'm gonna put a little, we already got lights picked out for it. We're gonna get a little boom box on it for you.
Well, we gotta have the lights.
Gotta have lights.
On the motor up?
Yeah, we
right
have
now.
to.
We're like 2 volts away from it coming out right now. Stop. Fire up. Come forward. A little more. Stop. Up. Stop.
A lot of spider eggs right there. Alrighty, engine is out. Static thinks it's just gonna be a quick swap, huh, buddy?
I actually do, yeah. I'm gonna grab the impact and just start going.
Alright. Yep, so there's where she broke off. Got a little bit of metal right there.
Making sure it's not attached to our lifting hook. That would be interesting.
I mean, sounds like a good seal.
Oh, you can't show my secrets, dude.
Oh, that's your secret? Dude, all the Toro guys right now are watching this.
They're taking notes.
Yep.
All right, well, let's crack that open so we can drop the pan, and then we'll be able to get that off the rest of the way.
Should we do an oil analysis?
Yeah, Doug.
All right.
You know I do that.
I said black.
It's empty.
Black.
I think it's empty.
That might have flipped.
Nope.
Oh.
Just,
No.
no. That's actually pretty good. Ooh, it's still got good additives in it. It's got a good package.
Okay, good.
It's good news, Doug. It's good news.
Okay.
Very little fuel dilution, probably, you know, somewhere
You think
0.8%.
0.8?
0.8% of fuel dilution
That's
in
pretty
there.
good.
I'm not worried until it hits that 1.2.
Oh, that sounded good. We're cracking her. I got it, Meanwhile.
Okay.
Looks like it was RTV'd.
Perfect. No, there's a. Oh, Doug, okay, good. No, there's a quart gasket. You see it?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, look at a real pickup.
Something was spoofed on there underneath it,
No, they RTV'd the quart gasket, but there's a quart gasket. Oh, well, let's get this fucking thing flipped around, installed, and back at the races, my guy.
Fired up!
I'm gonna lose all that.
Alright. Yep. We got rags. Let's try that again.
Did it, didn't? Oh, I did it. Yeah.
How we looking in there, buddy?
Looking good.
I'm good. Everything looks good in there?
Oh, yeah.
It's a solid engine, brother.
The chain tensioner indexes off of the main bearing? Oh, and that's like a little click, click, click ratchet device. That's cool, I guess. Go. Ford would think that's smart. Idiots. We in time? Actually, wow, we actually kind of felt in time. Oh, no, it's probably 180. That's fine.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Goes right back into our cam. That is a nice cam retention plate setup, though. I like that a lot. Good job, Ford. Good job on that.
Oh, they're back in your good graces?
No, they're just that one thing.
Oh, okay.
All right, dog. So this is super important. When you lift, you get out of here.
Throw it.
No, all our bearings are still on it.
Okay.
Don't throw it. Don't throw it.
Look at everything in there, man. No marring. This is a solid engine, guys. This thing's got some riding on it. Ford 1.3 liter PTO. This thing's been swapped at one point.
Hey.
Yeah, this thing's been swapped. It ain't the first time this has happened.
I don't know, man. Maybe they Yeah, actually, that might not be the first time. Imagine we do all this, fire it up, and it just does it again.
Hopefully not.
I'm gonna disconnect some stuff at the front when we go to fire it up the first time, and then we'll add one thing at a time to
Fair.
make sure there ain't something seized up or locked up that causes it. Oh, this is how I imagine Frank's engine got assembled.
All right, but do it better.
Don't worry, we're reusing original parts, so I don't think we can do the same mess up.
Okay. So Derek's over here cleaning up the crank, which we thought was new, but
No, it's not definitely
now it's not new.
absolutely.
Hopefully it's right.
Oh, I had a cut on that finger.
Oh yeah, all the cherry flavored goodness.
Mm-hmm. That's the good flavor, dog. I don't spare any expense for you.
Thanks, mijo.
Granted, the budget ain't the biggest to begin with, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. All right.
Dog, you want to push those two, the inwards, number 2 and number 3 forward? All right. What the hell?
No, it's not the sound I want to hear. Don't tell me that's the wrong crank, Derek.
Absolutely it is. Oh my God.
Oh no.
No, I know
If
that.
you only if it can only go in one way, then it's gonna hit.
Yeah, but what you're looking.
Okay, look, now what?
Oh look, we're missing
Now
this.
what?
This ain't on there. That goes right there.
Oh, that's a 3-cylinder.
No, it's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only got 3 main bearing journals. 1, 2, 3. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we got.
Son of a gun.
We're not gonna make the race tonight. Damn it, Dad.
Damn.
Oh, we got part number right there, right? See how expensive this stupid thing is.
Hopefully that's your boy, and you're about to tell him that was the wrong crank. You know what? Maybe this is gonna be Frank's truck. Let's put this in. Oh, you got.
Son of a gun. I know there's gonna be at least one comment. It's like, can't trust a preacher, man.
We should have picked up the 0 turn. What did I say? We could have just jumped ship now and started getting on that one.
Well, Joe, it's the story of my life. It could never be that easy, but we're gonna try to find the right part, maybe go through the Ford dealership because we're Googling a bunch of stuff right now. We cannot find it just based off of the part number that's on the crank right now. If we can find that, it'll probably lead us to the gaskets that we also need, and then we can hopefully reassemble. I mean, other than that crank being weird, seems like everything else is okay. We're not sure why that snapped in the first place. Maybe there's something wrong with the PTO that caused it to bind up and snap. We don't really know until we get this part fixed. So, you know, the buy it for $350, I'm basically selling it for the cost of the crank that I had to buy. That's what the ad said. Well, that isn't really gonna work out. Now we're gonna be another $350, hopefully, no more than that, in a new crank, which I think still, if we can get this thing running for...
I found one for $439.
That's a little pricey. My goal was like, no more than $500 more into this thing after buying it. That was what I told myself on the way to go pick it up. So if we can stay in that realm.
Okay, 89, BMDA, crank. See, it's the same part number. Yeah, it's the same part number. That one and this, I bet you these two have the same part number, and that's what messed it up. So how the hell? Yeah, 89B, oh no, it's a CA. Huh, we're looking for a DA. So 89BMDA, this is a CA. What's the difference? Couldn't tell you.
Hey, someone might be looking for one of those.
Oh, yep, we'll sell it to you.
$450.
Yeah.
Or trade, straight up.
Yep. You got a DA, we got a CA. Gotta say, y'all, I'm a little bit annoyed. I don't think I was intentionally misled or anything like that. They're hard to find part numbers. I mean, we've been searching for the last 30 minutes. Today's Saturday. We're gonna wait till Monday when the Ford parts department is open, and we're gonna go see if we can find the part that we need. Again, you know, I think the guy ordered what he thought he needed, and then until you pull the motor apart, you don't know. And there's just so many weird part numbers, being that this is a 4-cylinder industrial version of one of Ford's 4-cylinder motors, so there are slight differences. We're not giving up yet, guys. We knew it couldn't be that easy. I don't have that kind of luck with things, that everything just works, you know, that's for damn sure. But if we can get this thing running, it's gonna be cool. So still, fingers crossed that that's gonna happen. If not, we're pushing this out back in the shop and letting somebody else deal with it. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now, that way you do not miss out on any future content. Like, you know, is this thing gonna actually run? Don't forget to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah.